Timeless Act here, and welcome to my channel. So, today I decided to finally make my very own Persona tier list after it's been like a couple of months. Might make a stretch that it could have been a year since I said I was going to make a Persona tier list, but never did. But now you don't have to worry about that now. So, here we are. I'm making my very own Persona tier list. I haven't played Persona 1 or 2 or Persona Q Shadow of Labyrinth or the second Persona Q game, but when I do, I tend to make a Persona tier list of all of the Persona characters. But since I've only played Persona 3 FES, Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4, Persona 4 Golden, Persona 5, and Persona 5 Royal, I'm still playing Persona 5 Scramble, which I do plan on going back into playing that game. Maybe I will stream it or I'll just record myself playing the game. I don't know. I haven't made my decision yet. But once I complete all of the Persona games out there, I will make a new tier list and going over the characters, ranking all of the Persona characters. But before we go into that, let me at least explain one thing that I love about each of the Persona games that I've played: Persona 3 FES, Persona 4, and Persona 5. And one thing that I didn't like about each of those games. Now, let me put some music on because I know it's going to be probably so boring without no music on. So, okay. Um, Persona 3. Well, I'll put in a time stamp as well to those who just want to skip it and just go into like my opinion on the Persona characters. But all right, here we go. Persona 3 FES. I really love the message they try to convey. Oh, my system about to go sleep. Okay, that's kind of. I really love how they try to convey the message in Persona 3. It's something that I feel like everyone needs to know that at one point in their life about life and death. It's such a deep and powerful message from Persona 3 FES. That's why one of the things I really love about Persona 3. Persona 4, I really loved the friendship in the game. I felt more connected to the Persona 4 cast more so than the Persona 3 and Persona 5 cast. Not to say that I didn't like any of the Persona 3 and Persona 5 cast. It's just that I felt more connected with the Persona 4 cast than the Persona 3 cast and Persona 5 cast, you know? I want to skip this song. I keep talking too much. And it's gonna be an edit version too. I hope you guys don't mind that. Okay, I like this one. Um, um, Persona 5, I have to admit, their story was more intriguing than any other Persona games. I mean, I love the Persona 3 story and Persona 4 story, but if I had to choose which one is my favorite story out of all, I had to say Persona 5. Persona 5 was more engaging and had my attention through from beginning. I'm spitting? Not me spitting, but it had me intrigued from beginning end to end. That's one of the things I really love about Persona 5. Now, one thing I disliked about Persona 3 that I'm hoping that they improve and the remake is the social links in Persona 3. I was not a huge fan in most of the social links in there, but just because I wasn't a huge fan of the social link doesn't mean that I didn't like some of them. Though there were some characters that I did like. It was just the social link. It was not as good as the other games. I like to think that they improved a lot with the social link in Persona 4 and Persona 5. But yeah, Persona 3 social link wasn't that good. Now, one thing I didn't like about Persona 4, it was the dungeons. I feel like the dungeons wasn't really as creative as the other dungeons it was. Like Persona 3 dungeon, it's a tower, it's like a huge tower, so they really couldn't do too much like creativity with it. But with Persona 4, it really wasn't. you know, it wasn't really that much creativity really with Persona 4 in my opinion. I mean, you know, I get it with like, you know, you could go with the castle, Kanji in the sauna, and Rise, you know, the strip club thing. It's like the whole design of it is nice. It's just that the whole model of it is similar. If that makes sense. I hope if I explained that right. I'm skipping this. Okay. Oops. And Persona 5, there was one particular scene that I hated a lot in Persona 5, and I think a lot of people can agree, is where Haru was robbed out of her spotlight and was mostly shot on Morgana with this in where they focus on his insecurities. I hated that so much. Everyone had their own time and their own spotlight, but Haru was the only one that was robbed. I hated that so much. But okay, with that out of the way, with my likes and my dislikes with each of the Persona game, let's now go into the tier list. If I can scroll up, thank you. Alright, first up we have Adachi. Um Also, S plus means they were my favorite. S tier, they were really great. A plus tier, I don't know how I should how I rank them. Really, like how what like I know S plus tier means that I really love them. One of my favorites. I would say this is my favorite. S tier, I love them. A plus tier, they were great. A tier, I like them. B tier, they were pretty cool. C tier, I'm neutral. D tier, I would say like. I don't know. I don't know how I'll do this. I'll probably go more in depth with it later, with all each of the tier lists. But let's just get into this tier list. Adachi. I did like Adachi, but he wasn't my favorite, in my honest opinion. I can relate to him and understand, you know, his feelings, but he wasn't all that, in my honest opinion. Should I put him B tier? Yeah, I think B tier is more. I feel satisfied with B tier. I guess. Ooh, you guys are not gonna like me for saying this, but I like I guess, but she was not my favorite. I can imagine a lot of I guess's fanboys and girls are gonna be hating me on that. Please don't hate me. I do like I guess, but she wasn't my favorite. But I would put her in A tier though, because I really love throughout her arc where how she, well, you know, acted like a robot because she is a robot, obviously, to becoming and understanding on how to become a human being. I really like that with her. Ebihara, she was bitchy, but if you guys understand her past as to why she was like that, it's understand why she was so bitchy, you know. I actually liked a lot. I think I will put her in A tier. Now the question is, would I put her ahead of I guess? Yes, I will. Yes, I would. um, yeah. I really hate. I wouldn't say I hated it. No, I would say I hate that she went through bullying because of the fact, you know, she was fat and such, and you know, with the stereotypes of like being fat, being unattractive and such. Except there's one character who doesn't give he gives zero F, which is Hanako. Right here, just because we're talking about Hanako, I'm putting her all the way up to A plus tier. Her confidence was off the chart, and I love that about her. That was one of the things I really love about her. But I really felt bad with her being bullied, you know. And what else can I say about I? You know, She had a broken heart. Oh my god, I don't even have my thoughts together. um, Let me get my thoughts together with her. I won't change the fact that she was brokenhearted because of the fact that she was bullied and such. And I'm glad at least it didn't let her like break her down. And instead of letting her break her down, she got empowered by that and started to work really hard towards herself. You know, I like that about her. Akechi, a controversial character. I feel like no matter what I say with Akechi, I'm gonna get hate. I can say I hate Akechi and I'm gonna get hate from me hating Akechi. And I can say I like Akechi and I will get hate by him. And you know what? I don't care. Akechi was one of my favorite characters in this game, and it's mostly because I can relate to him and understand what he was going through. Like he really touched me the most. And his when I was playing this game, no, I didn't murder anyone. I don't want you all thinking like, oh, so you relate to him, so that means you murder people, right? No. But I'm not gonna go too in depth with it because it's really personal with me. But that's really the reason why Akechi is one of my favorites because of how much I can relate to what he went through. Akihiko was interesting. Persona 3 FES definitely. Oh, go up. Definitely like right here. Definitely right here. But as I played Persona 4, Arena, and then Ultimax, he slowly went down. He went from a very cool guy to a joke. And honestly, with him constantly like talking about protein, like being like a protein junkie and such, it kind of like I don't know. It just started making me not really like Akiko as much as I used to like him. But I'm still gonna put him in S tier, unfortunately. But on the FES, he was right here. But as of right now, he's right here right now. I still love Akihiko a lot, but he's right there. Akinara, oh my god, his social made me cry. So much, so deep and so powerful with his social link. He was definitely one of my favorite social link in Persona 3 FES, man. Very powerful and touching social link. Actually made me cry when I did this social link too. Very more memorable social link. On, I really like her a lot. You know, it's a shame that we really didn't get to see her true potential as a character through her social link. Really, you really just get to see her. You know, I would say the good side, just more like to get more in depth with on and through the story. Really, mostly when you get to see, you know, with her with Kamoshida and such. She's definitely one of I want to say my favorites, but I really like her a lot. Now the question is she's S tier? I'm gonna put her A tier, A plus tier. And I'm gonna put her ahead of Himiko. Wait, Himiko? Was that her name? I completely forgot her name already. I just said her name not so long ago. Ayame, she's mid in my opinion. She's just a very sweet girl. That's really it. Bebe. He is B tier. You know, he's a very interesting transfer student, you know. I remember he wanted to stay in Japan, but so one of his family member needed him and he needed to go back because of one of his family member needed him. Social Link was I'm not gonna lie, it was boring. But I did like him a lot as a character. It's just really sad they didn't really, you know, do much with the social link, really. I forgot his name, but I really liked him a lot. He was such an enjoyable character. I think I'm gonna put him on B tier, and I'm gonna put the grandmom in B tier as well. And they both are gonna stand right next to each other. Now, what I say, I like, yeah, I do like Adachi and Baby more than the grandparents, though. Where is she at? Hold on. I'm so blind. Where is she? Oh my god, where is she? I am blind. Oh, there she is. Caroline! I'm gonna put Justine in there as well. Not one of my favorite Velvet room attendants. I will admit that I do like Justine more than Caroline, but they were mid in my opinion. They were my favorite Velvet room attendants. Shadori, I want to put her so high up, but it's the fact that she died. Um, I want to say early on, but like in mid of the game, and we really didn't get to know her too much. I feel like she would have been a very good addition to C's man, and she had great potential of being a very great character, but she was killed off just for Junpei to get his act together. Really, oh god, I want to put her so high, but I can't. I will say I like her more than I though. Chie, oh Chie. Very memorable, redemption for her. I really like that about her, where she finally owned up to her jealousy towards Yukiko and like admitting her true feelings towards, Yukiko. I really love that about Chie a lot. Oh, I think I'm gonna put her in A plus tier though, and I think I'm gonna put her ahead of Hanako. I say Himiko, Hanako. I think her name is Hanako. I think I'm gonna put her ahead of Hanako. I forgot her name, but it's over to C. I didn't like her. One of the things I really like about her is how stubborn she is. She was willing to like prove to Ren so hard that fate cannot be changed, and I just like that. I just really like how stubborn she is, and think I'm going to put her in B tier. Do I like her more than Adachi? No. I will put her right there. Chihiro. Oh, Chihiro. I had a feeling when I wouldn't say I first saw her, but like, I thought it was very cute how shy she is. Very interesting with her having a phobia with men. I don't think they've ever explained why she had a phobia with men. I don't think they ever explained that. Um, I really wasn't into her that much. I'm not gonna lie. I hate to put her there. I might put her in B tier. Yeah, put her in B tier, man. um, I would say I like the grandparents more than Chihiro though. He was the guy that sells armor and weapons in Persona 4, right? I don't really care too much about him. He's like neutral over here. Daisuke! Awesome guy, but he's so stupid. He's so stupid, but I do like him. That's so mean of me to say that, but I mean, it's true. It's really true. Um, I think I'm gonna put him in B tier, though. I, I'm gonna put her behind Chihiro. Dojima, oh my god. A tier, all the way. Man. That one emotional and powerful scene when he was at the brink of like losing it when he was going to lose Nanako-chan, man. Oh my god. It was I love that scene so much. The emotion and the raw in the voice, man. Whoever voiced Dojima did a fantastic job with him. I think I'm gonna put him right next to Igus. You know, the guilt of him not being able to protect his wife and with him going like staying late at night in a police, workstation to try to find the culprit who killed his wife, it really touched me a lot. And that's why he's an A tier. Mr. Edogawa, I found him very interesting. He's so shady. Like his methods and his medicine and such, he's very shady, but I find him very interesting, very intriguing, and I think I'm gonna put him actually ahead of Dice Guy, like right here. I can't put him overhead of Chihiro. Yukari's dad. We don't know too much about him other than him sacrificing his life to protect his wife and his daughter. Really, so I do like him, but just because we don't know too much about him, he's always gonna be at the far end of B tier. He's always gonna be at the far end of B tier. He's a teacher of Persona 3, I think. I don't really care too much about her. Elizabeth, love her so much. I live for her chaotic energy. One of my favorites. She's right here. Now that I'm really thinking about it, should I put Akinari ahead of Akihiko? No. I can put Elizabeth ahead of Akinari though. Ding ding. Yeah. The chaotic energy that Elizabeth was giving and in whatever game that she was in, either the Persona 3 or Persona 4 Arena and Ultimax, her chaotic energy, I live for it. She was the mom, right? The one who married into. Did she marry into him? I think she did marry a man and then got into a family, and she was struggling to get her husband's child to like her. Did feel bad for her, but she was mid, to be honest. The Fox. He's right here. Futaba! Oh, Futaba. I really like her a lot, man. With her being so socially awkward, and with her having anxieties, that's one of the things I can heavily relate with her as someone who has social anxieties. Um, Very quirky too. That's one of the another things I love about Futaba as well. Can't really say she's my waifu though because I see her more of a sister. I'm not trying to bash anyone who do see Futaba as a waifu. If you see her as a waifu, that's you. Be you. I'm not gonna judge or critique your opinion. You have every right to have whatever opinion you have. But I do love Futaba. I'm this close to putting her in A plus tier though. But I think I can safely say I'll put her in A tier. I might change her up a little bit. Fuka, she's my first waifu in Persona 3 FES. I know a lot of people are going to say like, what? You even pick her? She's so boring. And I don't really like over the top girls, I'm gonna put her. She does progressively get better. I love Futaba in Persona 3 FES, but she does get progressively better in Persona 4 Arena and Ultimax. I'm gonna put her in favorite or an S plus tier. Should I? Yeah, I'm putting her S plus tier. Nowhere near ahead of Akechi though. There is one person that is two people that are ahead of Akechi though, and you guys will see soon. Femc, absolutely love her. You know, instead of her being, you know, more depressed and more, you know, reserved to herself, she's more upright and always look at the positive side of things. Really like that about her. Definitely gonna put her ahead of An. Haru, my favorite, S plus tier. Love her so much. Really pissed that Morgana robbed her spotlight, but even with that fact alone, I still love Haru a lot. Yeah, Fuka's ahead of Haru though. I feel so ashamed that I don't know his name. I think he's like the head developer or head, you know, the one who's in charge of the Persona games. I think Hidetoshi. I don't really care too much about him, really. Hifumi. I admired her of how far that she's willing to, you know, restart her career in shogi and wanted to improve and get better with it because all the while her mother was paying people to help her get up high, and because of that she doesn't want to do it no more, and she wants to like improve her skills and her technique on her own and be able to beat her opponents with her own skills alone. I like that a lot about her. I'm gonna put her ahead of Shidori. I don't remember too much with her. I just remember it was very depressing. But elderly peoples always have my heart. I really do love elderly people. So I'm gonna put them right next to here, right next with the grandparents. Ah, speaking of Igor, when we were here and speaking, fake Igor, right here. This was not my Igor, but this Igor, yes, perfect. I think I'm gonna put a low A tier though. Oh, I forgot his name. Shido? No. Oh, I don't forgot his name. But I like him a lot. I like how far he was willing to go for his son to, you know, get a better life and to escape the Yakuza clan. Really like that about him. Just because Dojima and him go side to side of like how far they're willing to go and protect their kid. I'm gonna put them right next to each other. Oh, but oh, this feels so wrong. Cause I love both of them equally. I love both of them equally. Like they're not ahead of Futaba, but they're actually ahead of Hifumi. I I'm gonna leave it there. Izanami, she's like the boss, right? Of the true ending Persona 4 Golden. Yeah, I don't really care. Jen. There was one thing I did not like about him. It's the fact that he didn't care what Takaya wanted to do with whatever he wanted to do. He was going to follow him, even if by committing like genocide. I didn't like that he was like really thinking for himself because I'm like, what do you want to do? You're just like, I don't care whatever Takaya wants. I'll just do whatever he wants. Like that's just one thing I did not like about him. But overall, I thought he was a pretty decent character. I think I'll put him ahead in D tier because that's really I wouldn't say I'm neutral with him. It's just one thing I really did not like about him, and that is just what I just explained. Joker, absolutely love Joker. I would actually say he's actually one of my favorite protagonists out of all the Persona characters out here, really. Really, I might put FemC up higher because I really like all the Persona protagonists. Really, I really can't say not one Persona protagonist I dislike. You know, since we're in this topic for the protagonists, I'm gonna just put them all up there. Minato, I really like the fact that, you know, he acts like he doesn't care, but deep down he does care a lot. He's actually one of the most empathetic character in the game. You know, really like that about Makoto. And Narukami, he is a Chad. Nothing more, nothing more, nothing to say with that. Of course, Chad Narukami has to be an S tier. Like, come on now. But Ren, it will always be my favorite protagonist out of all. Makoto would be my second favorite. FemC would be my third, and Narukami would be the fourth. That's how the ranking would be. Jose. You know, I like Jose. It's just unfortunate we don't really know too much about Jose, so he's like right behind Daisuke. Junpei Leori. I feel like I got on a wrong note with you guys of like how I feel about Junpei. When I first met Junpei, he was right here, really. I did not like him at all. He was so arrogant, sexist, egotistical. I didn't like that about Junpei. But as I progressed more and more into the story, he progressively gets better as due time, you know. From the answer, from Ultimax, he progressively gotten a lot better and more likable and more enjoyable. And I hope it continues when I play Persona Q Shadow of Labyrinth and the second Persona Q game as well. I'm gonna put him right in front of those two though. Kamoshida. Next. Kaneshiro. Next. Kanji-kun. My favorite. I wasn't my favorite. Actually, I wasn't my favorite. Whoa, what the? Kanji is definitely my favorite. Came a long way from where he was at right now, you know. The whole point with Kanji's arc is to give zero Fs of what people think, and just do what you love to do, which I encourage everyone to do. Who cares what people think about you? Just do what you want to do and do what makes you happy. No one should ever come across with your happiness. And that's what I really love about Kanji so much. Kasumi. those of you who played this game understand. But there really wasn't much to know about Kasumi. To those, I'm just put the spoilers right there. Her real actual name is Samari, really. You know, her story of how she became Kasumi was very tragic and sad, by the way. But still, overall, there's really not much to really get to know Samari, really. I hate that she became more impactful to the story at the end. I really wish she had more involvement in with the Phantom Thieves, but because of that fact alone, she is in B tier. I do like her, but she really didn't have no involvement into the game, really. Miss Kawakami, man, I absolutely love her. I absolutely love her so much. The way how she was willing to go so far to pay off, you know, one of her student hospital bills, man. I was just at awe with her, man. So at awe with her. She's gonna stay right here though, like that at the S tier around this area. Maybe someone will be behind her. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's one of the things I really love about Miss Kawakami, man. I forgot his name. I forgot his name. Oh my god. But he's the same as Daisuke. Nice kid, but he's stupid. This kid was literally injured, and I get why he wanted to push it through and still go on the track team, but like, if you mess yourself up, you're done. Like, you're never gonna be able to run ever again. And God, irritated me a little bit, but I still like him. I don't know who he is. I'm gonna go back. I don't want to play this song again. Let's see how all the tier list is going through. Anything that I need to change? No, it's okay. Um, I vaguely remember him, so he's going to stay right in D tier list. Kenji. God, his social link was so aggravating, man. One of the most, just like, one of the social links that I hated the most in this game, man. It's such a waste of time. Only reason why I did his social link was because so I could get cert. Other than that, I did not enjoy his social link at all. Ken. Let me change this music again. Let me go. Let me just restart it. I think we're getting close to the end of it anyway, right? Actually, no. Let me change it. Put some Persona 5 music up in here. Um. Let's put Beneath the Mask of Rain version. I don't want it to be that long though. Actually, it's fine. Once I get tired of listening to it, I'm gonna change it. Yes, 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 yes. Ken! Oh man. A very controversial character. I do like Ken a lot. He had potential to be an A plus tier though. But there's just one thing that I did not like about Ken, and it's the fact that they made it's really not Ken's fault, it's really the people who created Ken. Really, let me just put him where I want him to be at. He's like actually like should I put him ahead of them? Yes. Might be ahead of Futaba too. No. He's like right next to Futaba. Alright, like back to what I was saying. One thing I really didn't like what they did with Ken is they made him very mature for his age. Like it was very, you know, it's hard to believe a kid like in his age to be mature after what he went through with his life. You know, that's one of the things that I didn't like what they did with Ken. But overall, though, I really like Ken a lot, man. You know, what really triggered me the most with how the reason why people hate Ken is that, like, come on now. He's a child and he's going by on the base of what he thinks is right. From an 8-year old or a 7-year-old perspective now. He lived in this world for 7 to 8 years of 8 years into this world. How do you guys actually like do you guys really think he knows like how to handle not me spinning again of how to handle grief, man. Like, come on. I hated that a lot of people were always hating on Ken, man. It was unfair. It's so unfair that he was getting that much hate, man. You know, and what really hurted me the most is that he has to live throughout his life carrying on part of the blame of a taking another human being's life, even though he didn't take another human being's life. But without them meeting up, like with all this build up with her, Ken had to take part of it. Like not the full part or even the half part of it. Like a small part of it. And that's rough for a child of his age to have to grow up. And he still have a long way to go through life, man. Still have a long way to go in life, and he still had to carry on with that burden. Even though in the Ultimax, you know, he's improved and got, you know, adjusted to life and such, but it still just hurt for me to see that he has to carry part of the blame of Shinji's death, man. I hated that. The principal. Next. Koromaru, man. He's ahead, in my honest opinion. Yeah, he's ahead. Ko, I remember one social link where he admits he has a crush on Chie. I thought that was hilarious. Even more, I think it was really with the anime scene that made me like laugh a lot. It was because of like when Narukami was choking of air when he reacted to him admitting that he has a crush on Chie. Um, I forgot his social link and what was the main problem with him, to be honest. But I do remember that I liked him though. I think I'll put right next to Daisuke. I didn't really care too much about him. Lavanza. I'm sorry. She's like a high C tier. You know, no one will ever be ahead of Lavanza in C tier. I will reassure you from that. Let me see if there's anyone here will be a higher than C tier. No, I'm more than likely sure no one will be ahead of Lavanza in C tier. So she's like a high C rank. I'm sorry. Yusuke's Master. Yeah, next. Start with an M, right? Maiko, something like that. Yeah, I like that. Makoto, she comes off very motherly, and that's one of the things I really love that about Makoto. I'm gonna put her in A plus tier. I think I'll put her ahead of Hanako though, and I'm gonna put her right here. Really love how she's like the mother of the group, you know. She was actually one of my waifus in Persona 5. She was definitely my waifu in Persona 5. But then when I met Haru, I'm like I started to like Haru more than Makoto. But it was unfortunate because I couldn't change since I've already like started dating her in Persona 5. But I remember the new game that I played. Like I did like a new game. I definitely pick pick Haru as my waifu instead of Makoto. I still love her though. Still very much love her, and because of that, I'm gonna put her even higher in S tier. She's right here. Yeah, I can't put her ahead of Kamikami. I can't do that. Should I put her ahead? Yeah, yeah. That's okay. He was so random. He was like one of the most random social link I've ever encountered, but he was cool. He's like right in front of Daisuke, I will admit. Margaret, she has that womanly charm, man. A lot of people say she's boring, but I absolutely love her. She'll be an A plus tier. She comes off like a woman, like that. She got that womanly charm. That's one of the things I really like about her. I think I'm gonna put her right in front of Hanako, really. Can I go down, please? Thank you. Marie. I understand the hate with Marie. It's really, I feel like they didn't really explore with Marie too much in this game. Instead of her being like a Velvet Room attendant, she would have been even better to be like an addition to the Persona crew. I feel like she really gets more of a spotlight and shine, and at like the end, like at the true ending, with Persona Persona 4 Gold, and she got the same treatment as Samari, really, where they both really get to shine more at the end of the game, at the true ending of the game. They both got the same treatment. I feel like they both could have explored more into the story and have more involvement into the story. It's just unfortunate they didn't want to do that. I don't know why. It's like, God, I'm not gonna go into it. That's just how I feel. That's a Maruki. Definitely an A plus tier character. Actually, no. Actually, an S tier character. I love his social link so much. I really love when we like have like philosophical questions and try to pick each other's brain. Oh, I love it. I can't say I can't put him ahead of Kawakami, but I can put him ahead of Makoto though. Mayumi Yamano, right? She was one of the victims in Persona 4. Metis. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to all of the Metis fans out there, but I just really wasn't too into her. She was the one in On Social Link, right? I don't really care too much about her. Where did I put her at? Right here. I see her. Yeah. Mishima. I find him very annoying, but I can't say I disliked him though. I won't say I disliked him. Just that fact alone. I think. Oh, that's so mean. But I actually no. What am I thinking? He's in C tier. I will say I like him more than. Right here. Let me change the music. Let's hear Fataba's theme. Or Fataba's castle theme. What was I talking about? I was talking about Mishima. um, my top's about to die. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, my laptop charger just came on again. Dun, 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 dun. Bam, 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 bam. Ba-da-da-ba. Okay. Mashima, right. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I think I said my piece with him. My sister was about to fall asleep, that's why I woke it up again. That was. I forgot who she is, but she's here. I really didn't care too much about him. He's a creep and he's a weirdo, and it's really unfortunate they didn't really get too much to explore with him as to like why he did what he did. You know, he was just crazy, really. Mitsudo. I do like her, but she's not my favorite though. She like I get like the pressure that she was dealing with running with the Kirijo group and such, but will say I can put her like right next to Adachi. No one has never passed Adachi in the B tier list. I'm surprised. He's a math teacher, right? In Persona 4. Morgana. I actually like Morgana. You know, I know a lot of people are divided with Morgana and such. Even though he took away Haru's spotlight, I still like Morgana. He's like right here though. Mr. Muraoka. He was funny. He was hilarious. I think I'm gonna put him right here, though. The monk. I haven't even finished the social link. I think. I don't think I've ever finished the social link. He was interesting. I think I'll put him here. Probably ahead of Mr. Muraoka, though. Probably ahead of him as well. Probably right next to Jose. He was one of this guy's pupil, right? Toru Namatami. It's really amazing of how far he was willing to go to protect, you know, the victims. You know, it's unfortunate that he was manipulated, but it's just the fact alone that he had the heart and the guts to be able to go out of his way and to protect, you know, the victims of the Midnight Channel. I like that a lot. I think I will put him right here. Not a lot of people really talk about him too, which is kind of unfortunate. Honestly, I think I might put him ahead of Adachi, really. I think I might put him ahead of Adachi. Nanako, oh, Nanako. I love her so much. Absolutely love Nanako-chan. What's there not to love about Nanako-chan? I don't even think I need to explain. Right here. I never did his social link, believe it or not, and I'm kind of mad that I didn't, because I heard this social link was actually pretty good. But overall, I think I would put him here, though. I did some of his social link, but one of the things I really like about him is how completely, like, brutally honest he is with his feelings. But just because we don't really get to know him too I didn't get to know him too much, I think I'm going to put him here. I'm definitely, once I beat all the Persona games, I'm definitely going to revisit some of the social links that I never got to chance to play and do a more better at placing them, you know? I think I'll put him... I do know those two more than him. I hate that I have to put him here, though. I do hate that. Naoto, one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites. She is definitely in the S tier. I think she's like really right in front of Akihiko, really. Like, man, the amount of balls she has, like, she knew exactly how, you know, the victims were captured into the Midnight Channel and such. She had that much faith into the investigation team to like pick her. That was just like a boss move, man. Oh god. That's one reason why I love her, and she's also very adorable too. She was Fuka's friend, right? Very noticeable character development. I do like that about her, but overall, I do didn't really care too much about her. I'll put her like right here. Miss Kawakami. She was so funny too. I think I'm gonna put her ahead of Mr. Muraoka. I forgot his name, but he had a very sad story, man. He can be unremarkable and boring with his social link, but he has a very sad social link. I think I'm gonna put him here though, because I can't say I dislike him. He's just right there, you know, envious and jealous of his own brother. He was willing to do whatever it takes to become like his brother, but he couldn't. So that's why he was also like eating due to depression. I was like, that was very sad. Oh, I forgot her name. And I'm so ashamed that I forgot her name because she also was the same voice actress that had voiced Yukiko in Persona 4. But yeah, I thought she was cool. You know, I think I would put her right next to her. Herostat. Next. Oh wow, I'm actually getting close. That's crazy. Pharaohs. He was interesting. He was very interesting. And I think I'm going to put him right in front of Chihiro. Or maybe right in front of the fox, really. Yeah. Very interesting and intriguing character. Because I'm just like, who are you? And why do you always keep visiting me after the dark hour? Rio. Very nice girl. Like her. Lost me when she said she has a crush on Kenji. But overall, I do like her. You know, very modest. Sweet girl. You know, very dedicated to her studies and volleyball. I like that. I think I'll put her ahead of Chihiro. Rise. If there's one thing I really like about Rise, is that she likes what she likes and she's going to get it whatever the cost. You know, I do like that she knows what she wants. She's going to get what she wants, or going to do whatever it takes to get what she wants. Um, Honestly, I might put her in A tier. Really, I think I will put her right in front of Hifumi though. Yeah. Ryoji has a good heart, you know. The fact that he was willing to sacrifice his life to save the others, it's very touching. I think I'm going to put him right behind them, yeah. Let me change the music. I forgot. I keep forgetting that I keep playing the same music over and over and over again. I'm so sorry. Let's put in. I'm so lost with my thoughts and everything. I didn't even realize the music. Um, what's the name of that song? Oh yes, this will be the last Persona 5 music I'm going to play, and I'm gonna not gonna play it that long. Like this is good. Ads, we love to see it, don't we? I don't know why we have a dub Ryuji and Japanese Ryuji. So I'm not going to include them there, but Ryuji overall, I did like Ryuji a lot. An idiot, but he is a good character. You know, one thing that I really love about Ryuji is how empathetic he is. You know, the way how he gets so riled up and mad when people are facing through unfair justice. It's just so touching to see that, you know. I think I'm gonna put him right next to, right in front of behind Chie. Cause I'm like, ooh, wait, my heart didn't feel right. Putting right ahead of Chie. Sainijima, she's like right next to Margaret. Actually, in front of Margaret. What am I talking about? She was a boss bitch, man. She got shit done. um, Saki Konishi, right? Next. She was mid in my opinion. I like her, but she wasn't all that in my opinion. She's like right here. The nurse. That woman needs to go to jail of her friend with an underage boy. um, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Shido. Probably one of the best antagonists in the game, I will say. So just that fact alone, I would say the best antagonist. He's probably the best antagonist, I will say. But he's like second best. Who'll be the third best? I don't know. I really don't know. But if I had to pick like the top two favorite antagonists in the game, it would be these two. Shiho. Oh, Shiho. She went through so much. She went through hell, man. Given to temptation. I think I'll put her right here. Yeah. Sindro, hey, we finally got to see the character who gets us a pass, Sakechi. He was definitely one of my favorite, one of my top three favorite characters in Persona and all general. Definitely. I was no good when I saw Shinji die, man. I was heartbroken. Oh, I was so heartbroken, man. Definitely one of my favorite, top three favorite characters of all time. All right. What else music should I put on here? I want some like nice, peaceful music. To be honest, I think I'll put Corridor on here. Wait, no ads? Of course. God damn it! 15-second ad. I could actually use some iced coffee right now. Oh, the kid. He's like right next to Mr. Edagawa. He has a good social link, but there were better social links than him. It would feel so wrong for me to put her in D tier because she was so sweet. She was such a sweet woman, so I'm going to at least put her in mid, in my honest opinion. It feels so wrong for me to put her over here. Suji Ikutsuki. He was crazy. And I hate the puns. I won't say I dislike him or like him. I mean, he's okay. I'll say he's okay. I think I could put him ahead of her, though. And I think I could put... right here. He's right here. I like his social link. It was very enjoyable. You know, it's sad that he didn't have a lot of friends. And that one social link where we brought everyone of like investigation team to celebrate his birthday. I really like that a lot. Definitely of one of a memorable social link. But overall, he's like behind the kid, the gamer kid. Shuvi, or whatever his name is. Next, Sojiro, best dad. He's literally best dad in Persona series. I have to put him in S tier. You know, I might bring Dojima up and what's his name up as well. Alright, change another music. What else should I listen to? Let me put some Rukonetsu music on. No, they can stay there. They can stay there. Haru's horrifying boyfriend. That ugly bum motherfucker needs to stay in F tier, and you will forever stay in F tier. Takaya. I know a lot of people feel the same with how I feel. He had a lot of good potential of being a very good antagonist, but they really just didn't hit the mark with him. You know, the only part where he becomes very noticeable really was with him killing Shinjiro. Really, that was really the only reason people have to hate Shinjiro. But other than that, you know, what big impact he really put into the game and the story really. Other than him killing Shinjiro and him trying to help bring the end to the world, that's really it. I feel like if we really got to know more of his character and lore and his past, you know, and to see him try to interfere with the Seas group more, I think he would have been a very good antagonist. But I think I'm going to put him behind Yukari's dad, Mitsu's father. I think I'm going to put him right next to Mr. Adagawa. You know, like father, like daughter, both are very serious and rarely show their emotions that much. You know, he did encourage his Mitsudo to have fun and interact with her friends and such, and I like that he even protected his daughter from from death. You know, Taya Takami. Um, A tier. Like right here. That's a good spot for her. Takeda or I forgot his name. Oh no. Tanaka, I think his name is. I hate that he ripped me off and made me waste my money by giving to him in Persona 3 FES. Um, I'm only going to put him here because I like the jingle, really. That's the only reason why. Teddy, he has such great potential to be a good character, but it's just so overshadowed with all the bullshit and puns, man. I do like Teddy though, but he has such, more of a good potential to be a good character. I just hate that it's I keep saying it's overshadowed with with him being the joke of the group. He's right here, man. He's right here, man. The teacher from whatever game she was in. Yeah. Theodore. Oh, Theodore. He's here. Who could hate Theodore, man? He's definitely an A tier. Who could ever hate Theodore? Who could ever hate Theodore, man? It's very shocking that she was Maya, the one like the online user, and Persona 3 FPS. Very shocking. I hope they keep that in the remake. um, but even with that fact alone, she's still here. Futaba's mom. We know that she loved her daughter very much, so I can't ignore that fact alone. I love it when a parent shows their gratitude and their love and affection toward their child. Um, dang, I'm already near the end. Let me change music real quick. I should put a Persona music up. What's like the best Persona music to put in there? I don't know. Let's listen to more one more Rukunetsu music. I think I'll put him right next to what's his name here. Same story, you know, blackmailed and such. Yosuke. You know, one thing I have a lot of respect for Yosuke is that he's completely honest with how he's feeling towards the protagonist. You know, he was unafraid that he was very insecure with himself, with you know Narukami being the leader and such, and he was jealous with him. I that was one of the things that really got my respect from him. But overall, though, he's B tier at best. Yukari, another controversial character, man. I absolutely love Yukari, man. You know, a lot of people fail to appreciate a flawed character. You know, that's one of the things that I hate about, and like in general, really, where people just can't accept a character who has flaws. You know, I feel like everyone can, and I feel like everyone can relate to where Yukari is feeling, where you know, where you just wish everything goes your way, you know, but it just doesn't. Life doesn't go that way. And you know, she's young at that time. You know, she still have you know growth of maturing and stuff like that. But just that fact alone that I can understand of how you know how she you know how she feels is why she's so high up. To be honest, she was actually really close to being my waifu. Really, that fact alone might bump her up to A tier. Really, she's like right next to Sojiro. Really, Yukiko, y'all already know where she's going to be at. Out of all the Persona characters that I have met, Yukiko will forever be at the top. Will forever. I love Yukiko out of all the characters here, man. It's true. And these are the two characters that I said will go ahead of Akechi. Yuko. I remember one scene where she like dragged this one girl. I was dying of laughter at that scene, man. Just that fact alone deserves her to be an A tier. I think I'm gonna put her right here. Yeah? Yeah. Yumi. Her social link was so depressing. I think it was even more depressing than the other older lady in Persona 4. She's like right here. Last but not least, Yusuke. Absolutely my favorite. Y'all already know Yusuke's my favorite character in here. He's right next to Akachi. Definitely my favorite. He's so dramatic. And I admire his passion. And he's so weird. I just love all of that with Yusuke. Is that it? Yes, and that's it. So now you guys see my tier list. This is how I truly feel with all the Persona characters. I see more characters that I like in here more so than the characters from A tier, A plus tier, S tier, and S plus tier. I think I'm gonna put this like my evaluation. See if I want to change someone. No, I like this. I like this. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. You know, if you guys like this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.